Hello everybody, this is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports. Coming to you to talk to you about something that's been kind of on my mind for about the last week. Last Thursday on TNA Impact, which would have been August 1st, there was a warning, like they had these messages that said August 1st warning, and the mystery man behind those videos turned out to be Tito Ortiz. A lot of wrestling fans, a lot of TNA fans are still pretty upset that Tito Ortiz was the mystery man. They were kind of hoping for someone else, and rightfully so, which begs the question, and the question's been kind of on my mind for the last week. Does having Tito Ortiz and Rampage Jackson benefit TNA Wrestling and Bellator? And I believe in the short run that it benefits Bellator, because Bellator is trying to get its feet off the ground and get its name out there to people, and Tito and Rampage are two very well-known fighters, have a really good following. But as far as the TNA wrestling side of things, I don't think it's a good move, short term or long term. Neither one of them can wrestle. Neither one of them are gonna get in the ring and have a fight unless, I was told, I heard Rampage will be involved in a steel cage match on August 15th as part of Hardcore Justice. But I don't see, the benefit of having them involved with a wrestling company. That's a hard one for me because, Rampage has always expressed his desire to be involved in pro wrestling. Tito's been involved with TNA Impact Wrestling before, a long, long time ago, but like I said, it's good for name exposure, I guess, but I don't see from a pro wrestling standpoint where it's going to go. TNA really needs to focus on getting better talent, getting talent that can produce, getting talent that can wrestle, trying to filter out some of these old timers that don't need to be there anymore. But I just want to put this out there for all the wrestling fans, especially TNA, because a lot of people have been giving Dixie Carter a hard time, and quite frankly, I don't blame them, because Dixie deserves it. She treats TNA more as a hobby, not a business, which, that's her prerogative, but that's why Vince McMahon is successful and Dixie Carter isn't. But for those out there that are really pissed off at Dixie, I'm going to say this: don't be, because Spike TV is the one that forced TNA to put Rampage and Tito on their programming. Spike TV is the one that's picked up the majority of their contracts, because there's no way in heck that Bellator or TNA could give either guy the money they wanted. So, the Tito Ortiz, Rampage Jackson thing on pro wrestling, that is a Spike TV decision. So, a lot of people are upset at Dixie Carter for it, but it's not entirely her fault. So, but like I said, I know I'm just rambling on here about it, but it's a good thing to think about, because what if WWE ever cross-branded with UFC. I'm not saying that's ever going to happen because it won't. But I mean, it's a good concept. But, you know, Tito and Rampage, I don't want to say they're past their prime, but they're not as, they don't dominate like they used to. That's what I want to say. And, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but all I know is in November, when Tito and Rampage fight, it will be a fight I will watch, because Dana White never had the balls to put those two against each other, and it's something that UFC was never able to accomplish. So I will give Bellator the credit there. So with that being said, this is Hollywood Joe from Hollywood's World of Sports, your source for all things sports. And remember, as always, controversy doesn't come without criticism.